Now let's try to get this thing done. I don't think there's really much. I've done some walkthrough recommending you using the chest. Well, can't really push it around anymore. I remember some walkthrough recommending using the chest as a barrier between Khanbi and whatever the heck that is. And I mean, just walking into that thing hurts you. And just to show you. Wait. Oh, you can kill it. I had completely forgotten that. Well, at least it's just that bullets don't work. Now, if we had tried going this way before raising that altar or whatever it was, this trapdoor would have been closed, but now it's open and we are back here. Now to try and find my way back to where those branches were, the ones that move. This way, I think. Here. Oh yes, now that we have this pirate sword thing, we can naturally well, that was a thing that happened. Up. Let me just practice my fancy high kicks, and I won't drink the flask yet until I go under 40 hit points or whatever you'd call those. And then I shall save and try not to use attacks which move Khanbi forward so much, and maybe step back now and then. And that's enough. Oh, of course it is. And there's another face into hedges.
Hey, you.
Oh, lovely. Oh. Leg replaced with a gun? I mean, it's not Eldritch Abomination, but the enemies in this game have their own brand of bizarre. maybe I'll use the revolver for a bit.
Morning, sir.
Take the revolver along, but don't bother packing any extra ammunition.
Hey, you.
Come on, you took more bullets than any of the
Hey, you.
other guys. Okay. Now I shall try to hold my aim steady. There we are. I suppose that was an extra special named enemy or something. Oh, what? Let's read the book now. I guess this was the short-leg fellow.
Crew muster for the three-master Flying Dutchman. Turned to freebooting December 25 of the year of our Lord 1724.
Yeah, and the ghost zombie pirates we're dealing with are from the Flying Dutchman. Because why not? So we are on the Pacific side of things.
None may know the name Jeremiah Johnson Tecker, but all fear Shorty Leg. Born in Cork, he was 14 years old when he freed himself from the shark's manacles, turned 2 cannons loaded with grape shot at the captain's cabin, and fired. The recoil whipped off one of his legs. In 1717, he was found and brought aboard the Jolly Roger by One-Eyed Jack, after drifting for 2 weeks on a makeshift raft.
Was the Jolly Roger the actual name of the pirate boat? Or ship or whatever? Because that's rather unimaginative.
Using a steel cooking pot in the sun's rays, he had taken the salt from the seawater, thus having water to drink. Fish he did knock on the head with his peg leg. Thereafter, it became his weapon of choice. Taken on as ship's surgeon.
Wouldn't it be recommended for the ship's surgeon to have some kind of training in the medical sciences? Or practical surgery or such? I mean, just a thought. What's this? Oh, I can't read it. Wait, this is the location that is on the photograph. There is something different. Can you spot it? Namely, well, not all the people, but the statue. Let us use this. And yank. E-doodle. And I think once we go down, yep. Right. possess his weapon store a bit oddly. The extra ammunition for the Thompson remains. Yeah, this game has points where it relieves you of extra inventories. Okay, is that an item or... Oh, it is. I was kinda thinking maybe I'd just end up falling off while trying. Maybe I shouldn't be running in such a narrow walkway. Paper bag. Now, what use good is that going to be? And this rather looks like the grey-haired fellow from the opening. And unfortunately, the interface does not allow me to loot the... Well, that was something. I was about to say the interface does not allow me to loot the body, but it did after all, and now I have the mended notebook. So let's do more reading.
Carnby, if you read this, it means I am dead. The Saunders child was kidnapped by One-Eyed Jack, despite what the newspaper claimed. That man is a monster, obsessed with gambling and death. Hell's Kitchen is full of secret passages. I am sure that for one of them, the solution is in the cards. Remember our poker games. I can also tell you that the gang makes whiskey in the cellar and transports it by boat at high tide from a cave.
It was this 1924. Was it Prohibition era yet? Carnby, you must rid the world of that filth and save the girl if you can. It is time for the slave to become stronger than the master. So, was he Carnby's mentor in detective stuff or something? And now, time for a classic puzzle. So this does not really have a visible lock, but apparently we are supposed to surmise that it has a keyhole. Well, visible, doesn't have a visible keyhole. But we are supposed to surmise it has a keyhole. Apparently the key, and that the key is in the lock, but on the other side. Like so. Oh, and now I can read it.
By this pact signed by me, Sean O'Leary, called Music Man, and Elizabeth Jarrett, arm of the evil powers, I am granted immortality. This pact is renewable every 100 years. In return, I swear fidelity and obedience to my masters. Should this document be destroyed in my presence, or if I come to die, the galleon will shelter me for 2 days.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have left it lying around like that.
Signed off the coast of Haiti on the 25th of December in the year of 1724.
Hey, fancy that. It's coming. We are at even 200 years now. These boxes look suspicious. Inventory stuff. Barrel. Well, that did not go quite as planned. So, apparently it does not, for some reason, here can't be just bouncing around. So, can I?
Hey, you.
Right. Please come over there and push that and it misses.
Hi, guy.
You know what?
Hey, you.
I'm just going to. Nope. I imagine this is how you're supposed to do this.
Hey, you.
Okay, and maybe now. Ah! Victory! At least against one of these people. Oh! A riot gun. Don't mind if I do. So what's this?
Life and times of the freebooters and buccaneers.
Arr!
My iron fist will lead you till it freezes in hell. Cheers rang out at this promise. Hanging by the foot from a spar, the one-armed man begged for mercy. One-eyed Jack looked up at him with his good eye and said, "May the sun cure your flesh and tan your stinking hide, you poxy cur." Black Hat stood ready. The shark's fin glided close by. "No, not that!" yelped the one-armed sea dog. Black Hat threw his hat and it cut the rope. The one-armed man did not swim long. "Hurrah for the captain!" roared the shipmates. "Caramba, that seems a little harsh," muttered Luis. The new cook, T-Bone, glared. "Maybe you want to swim too, eh?" he growled. "No, senor, I beg you. I say nothing." "Then shut your gob and do as you're told. 3 knocks if you want to enter the captain's cabin. And forget One Arm. His cooking was only fit for swine."
Seems like One-Eyed Jack's pirate crew is quite gimmicky. It's like they are Bond villain henchmen. So this. Aha! There's a hole in the. Ah! Well, I thought you would. Well, what am I supposed to stick in the hole? Do I have to use it here from the side? Aha. Edward has rather dainty feminine arms and fingers, looks like. Another book.
Crew muster for the Three-Master Flying Dutchman. Turned to freebooting December 25 of the year of our Lord 1724.
Ah, is this the biography of another crew member?
My music is a requiem. Sean O'Leary from Dublin dreamed of becoming a harpsichordist, but was hounded from the country after throwing 3 guests through a window for having suggested that his Vivaldi was perhaps slightly fast. He joined the 3rd Highlanders and lost a hand at the Siege of Gibraltar. He deserted and studied the accordion under Sancho Fernandez, the mad armorer. Hiding out in the Leeward Islands, he did many lowly jobs.
Vivaldi on a harpsichord. That would be interesting to hear.
He was almost lynched during the Red Night and sought refuge with One-Eyed Jack. He became one of his lieutenants after the Chow Bang Massacre. October 1712. Musician.
Did they have bring an actual harpsichord on the board for him? And what's this? Ooh. An elevator. Wait, yes. Aha. I guess you would be the music man himself. This thing looks, well, for one, it looks quite rickety, but I suppose it's not actually holding up anything. Hello, Ratty. The large Ratty you are. Well, I suppose now we are in the basement of the house. This is thus again taking a bit just to get here. As you can tell, this game is also a fair bit more linear than the first one. What are those sounds? Someone firing guns in the distance? Anyway, we shall perhaps find that out in the next video.